Hello, and welcome to the Stanley Parable. Finally, I can play this game. Prepare your minds to be blown. The end is never the end. Oh my god, if I get this stupid spinning pinwheel, I get this thing all the freaking time. It's killing me. I don't know what's happened, but like, I get this pinwheel, and everything just... I'm not happy right now. I'm not in a good place. Well... Oh, progress. It's fine. This stupid pinwheel is killing me. I'm very angry right now. There we go. Means that my computer's having a hard time to load this. It shouldn't. But I wouldn't be surprised. It always has trouble with the easiest things possible. This is the entire video. Just waiting for it to load.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-winning, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
I'm not sure if you heard the fan kick in there.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh. Yeah, the graphics are killing me because my computer cannot handle this. Alright, you heard the fan kicking almost instantly.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, let's go to the meeting room. Let's explore a little bit. It's kind of cool. What's this? Oh. Okay. Okay. Ah.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I don't know. Yeah, alright.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Push for funding for R&D to get new coffee machine. Standard graphs 40. Okay, not cost efficient. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Hire someone to synergize papers. Papers are too synergized. Fire paper guy. Hire someone to fire the paper synergizing guy. Who moved my desk? Please keep the targets on the topic of... Future was yesterday, tomorrow is now. Tomorrow, complete today's unfinished agenda items. Write next day's agenda, reflect. Rate at which the charts in the same slide depict the same information. Rate of increase of graphs per slide. Please no more charts. Interesting. More synergizing. Okay. Let's keep moving.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. Oh, this is pretty nice. He's like, he has a bathroom. Oh, that's bull. Ooh, computer. Oh, it's off.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
I'm not supposed to know this. Okay. 2, 8, 4, 5.
Stanley jumped, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Whoa.
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
You hear the fan kick on in my computer. It's already overheating. Yeah, I figured. And there's the pinwheel of death. But all this new stuff doesn't work on my computer.
Descending deeper into the building,
Go.
Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I'm sorry? But there's an escape over here.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Okay, no, sorry, no. No death for me.
Of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for. Nope, still on board with death.
No, no more? Okay, well. Let's go this way. Mind control facility. It's a big button. It's a little numbers.
The lights rose
Whoa.
on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Interesting.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life,
Whoa.
their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Where's find 427. There it is. Employee number 427. All right, let's wait and see. Oh, yeah, it totally is my office. Oh, that's interesting. Another button.
This mind
Fired.
control facility, it was too horrible to believe it couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Quite possibly. I actually kind of believe that.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
It's getting really overdramatic with that
But here was the
commentary.
proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I can see myself doing that. Alright, I'll do that. Oh. I did it. I broke my computer. I took all the power out. Oh. But,
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
it's very dark.
Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Or did he? No, I'm kidding. The real world.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
See, that's a great story right there. I beat the game! That was easy. But there's something great about this game. There are multiple endings. So we'll pick up in the next episode one of the other endings. I'll just explore the facility, and each episode will hopefully have a different ending, and all of the endings, eventually, I like to think, will be there for us to look at least most of them. I intend to find them all out. Of course, in a second, I'm going to get the opinion of death, marking the end of this episode. So, thank you so much for watching. Like this if you enjoyed it. If I get enough likes, I'll do another episode. I have no idea how big the file size is, but I get a feeling it's going to be very big because of the graphical capabilities. So yeah, like this if you enjoyed it. Comment if you want another episode. I'm back. I'm back. Alright, so yeah, like this if you enjoyed it. More episodes if you guys want them. So, yeah. I'm CPUnerd110. I'll see you guys next time.